Hey, Brad.
What's the focus right now? You've been through about half the training camp, but what are you going to get on?
After a day off, just review. Um, just talk about the things that we worked on last week. Make sure we haven't forgotten them, and then start preparing for this week. Charlotte and Milwaukee. Kind of the things that they might run that we might see defensively, and then also work on the offensive end too. What we might see defensively. So that's going to take place this week, and then we have to make the roster announcements, and then get ready for the regular season.
Mark? Hi, Jason.
Hey,
Along
how you
those
doing?
lines, between now and next Thursday, what are some benchmarks and milestones? And I don't know if milestones is the right word, but you understand what I'm saying. What are some things you're looking for that are indicative of being on the right track to play a real game in 10 days?
Yeah, I think continue to carry over deflections and steals. Then also, the rebounding. I think the group has been doing a really good job with that, and so we have to, continue to be consistent in those areas if we want to, be one of those top teams defensively. Sharing the ball, and again, the minutes haven't been what they normally will be for our starters or our rotation guys. So hopefully, one of these two games we can, get them close to those minutes.
Kelly?
Hey, Jason. You mentioned having conversations with Tim about whether he wanted to start or come off the bench. But aside from that, what was it about what you've seen from him last year and years past that made you decide that him as a starter was the way to go this year?
Well, he made the decision. I've only asked him the question. I think when you look at Tim, his ability, he's a true pro, knows how to play the game, has been around the game for a long time. And so to ask him if he wanted to start, was something that I knew that he started and came off the bench last year. And you can see he's comfortable doing either. So I wanted to make sure that he was comfortable in if he wanted to start or if he wanted to come off the bench. And so I think when you look at Tim, he's able to score the ball. But I think, we're asking him to play defense too, and we're trying to show him the things that can help him be better at that position. And if he can do those things, I think he could be talked about as an all-star too in this league.
What are those kinds of things that you're missing on defense?
Well, more or less, it's not just one-on-one. It's team concept, helping each other. And he's picked it up, and he's done a great job so far with that.
Okay. Jason, how have things, or to what degree have how you viewed this team, how you wanted them to play when you took this job, has areas of that changed through conversations with players or the first couple of preseason games or training camp? And what's that process like of just always continuing to update that mindset of how you want your team to play in compared to the results that you've seen?
Yeah, I think it's all constant communication. You're going to ask a lot of questions, as we did today in practice, because we're still learning each other, right? It's, new coaching staff. The core of the team has been together, so I think it's fair to say that we're going to ask each other questions. They're going to have the answers, and then for that, we got to be able to, help in different areas if it's, the little details of things. And so, but the focus has really been on the defensive end, and the guys have bought in, and you can see that in the first two preseason games.
First, how's Tim's shot?
Tim's shot, I think it looks great. I think it's always going in. I'm not big on numbers in preseason, because again, we're asking him to do a lot of new things, defensively and offensively, and so I think shooting is going to come, and a lot of times they're more focused on trying to get the defensive stuff right. So we're getting great looks on the offensive end, but I think Tim's shot is fine.
Also, the emphasis being on the defense like it is, what would you consider marked improvement? I mean, are you trying to be a top 10 team? You want to be the best, obviously, but what is there a numeric value or something that you're looking for this team overall to say, okay, we've made strides?
Just to hold the team under, let us be the team that has the most points. And that's just a joke. No, I think you know we were at the bottom, right? Defensively, so we want to be in the middle of the pack. But I think when you start setting standards, you know, you got to first see what we have. So that to be able to answer that question fairly, give me around Christmas, and then I can tell you exactly where we're going to be.
Hey, Jason.
Yes.
What organizationally did you guys like about Eugene Amari in the offseason that led you to bring him out on a two-way, and what's been your evaluation of his practice performances and perhaps even more importantly, his preseason in-game performances?
Yeah, I think when you look at Eugene, if you listen to analytics, he wouldn't be playing basketball because he doesn't check all the boxes. But the biggest thing that we learned when he came in for his summer workout, in a short conversation that I had with him, was he wanted to compete against the guys that were there that day that were ahead of him on the board. And that was kind of a little tidbit that I thought was kind of cool because he was on no board, and he has something to prove, and you can see that when he plays. And he's when he came in for his workout, he played extremely hard, and that has not changed. He's continued to play hard. He's developed since we've gotten him. He's gotten better. You can see he's a little bit more comfortable and feels like he belongs. And so that's how this journey has started with him. And I think he's proven that he belongs in the league.